Right, Scott, happy birthday. I know you'll be very disappointed with the results today. What do you think of it?
I thought they were better all over us from 1 to 11. They came out right from the off and put us under pressure. And they're a really good side. They got some really good players, and we couldn't cope with their movement. And they were very good. And I think they set themselves and Chesterfield are the two best teams we played this season. But we weren't at it, and that's the bottom line of it, really.
Yeah, what do you think was going wrong in the first half? Because it did get better as the half wore on, but early on it looked like they could score at will.
Yeah, I mean, we just couldn't live with them. They're forward runners. I said to one of the lads, and it was like Mighty Ducks. They were all running at us. We just couldn't cope. Start of the second half, they came out to us, and they were very good again. Excuse me. But yeah, like I say, they were very good, and fair play to them for that, and congratulations to them on their promotion.
Yeah, from your angle, the manager's been quite critical of the midfield in his interview. Said it was the midfield that weren't really doing their job in the first half. Do you think the back four did as well as they could have done today? Do you think it was a defensive thing, or do you think it was the team defending as a whole?
I think it's as a whole. It's difficult to criticise like the defenders or the midfielders, but like I say, they had runners from midfield, and we just couldn't cope with the pace and the movement. And like I say, they've got some really good players in there, and it's difficult. But Hanksy came on at half time, and I thought he was absolutely brilliant. And maybe one or two need to look at Hanksy and say, maybe I need to be a bit more like him. He's a young lad, and yeah, he's a young lad, and he's got lots of energy. But Hanksy learns. He wants to improve. He comes in every day and looks to improve, and maybe one or two need to do the same.
Yeah, do you think it's probably not intentional, but sometimes when Rochdale needed to win, some players from Cheltenham might have been thinking, our lives don't depend on it. We're not cruising, but just not maybe giving as much as they want.
There's going to be a lot of footballers out of contract in the summer, and for people, I don't think you can say that they didn't put. In training yesterday, the manager went round and he asked players if they were trying, and one player's answer was no. And why is that? You can get. I could bring my mate who's 15, 16 stone, and he could run around. He'd come in and he'd try, but that's not the manager's fault. That's not Neil's fault. That's the individual's fault. And the individual actually did quite well today. But for you not to come into training every day and want to learn and want to improve, then there's people out there that I'd like. If I was, like I say, there's going to be a lot of footballers out of work in the summer, and if you're fortunate enough to be in professional football, then you have to take every opportunity. It's not like you're at a Premiership club where if you get released from a Premiership club, there's a lot of clubs beneath you. I've been here for a long time now, and I've not known one player get released from Cheltenham Town and go to a better club. You get released from Cheltenham, and you don't particularly go to, because people will look and say, well, so and so's played in that team. Look at his stats and say, well, he's played 30 games for a team that's finished in the bottom half of the league, and why should we take him? Like I say, there's not many people that get released from Cheltenham Town and go on to bigger clubs. Yeah. Fair enough if you get offered a contract and you turn it down and you go to a bigger and better club, but like I say, if you get released from Cheltenham, there's not many people that go on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, I know you won't want to name who that player was, but why do you think they said that to the manager? Were they trying to wind the manager up? Why were they so honest? They didn't need to say they weren't trying, did they?
I think it was quite obvious that he wasn't trying, but like I say, that's not the gaffer's fault. There's absolutely nothing he can do about that. That's not Neil's fault. Nothing he can do. That's the individual, and when the individuals say whenever he's, well, like I say, I'm not going to. You can't come into work and not want to try. I just don't understand that.
Yeah, it's called professionalism, isn't it? If you're not giving everything all the time, you shouldn't be a professional footballer.
Like I say, you look at Joe Hanks, and Hanksy was an example to everyone today. If you don't want to, like I say, you could come in. My mate from down the pub could come in and try and work hard every day and try and improve. But like I say, to not come in and to admit that you're not giving 100% is pretty unacceptable.
Yeah, we came here last season and lost 4-1. I think it was similar first half, 2-0, and they were running riot, weren't they? So, is there anything you think that's lacking in terms of the type of players that struggle with teams like Rochdale? So it seems to be a bit of a habit, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of teams struggle with teams like Rochdale, so that's why they're promoted. But yeah, it's difficult to say. Their pace, their movement we couldn't cope with in first half, and they had a lot of runners from midfield. But yeah, that's why they're promoted, and congratulations to them. They were brilliant today.
Yeah, and does seeing the scenes after the whistle, does that make you want to? Because last time Cheltenham promoted, you were in the squad but not playing. So just actually be a proper part of a promotion team, does that make you more hungry to want to do it?
Yeah, it does. Of course it does. But I'm not really thinking about that at the moment. I'm just more disappointed with today, and it's difficult to look at them. Obviously you look at them with envy, but yeah, it's obviously it makes you want to be a part of it. Of course it does. But I'm more concerned with today, with our result, than their promotion.
Yeah. Right. Cheers, Brian.
Cheers, John.